What's up YouTube? Welcome to Cars, Cost, and Technology. Today I want to talk to you guys about some recent leaked images and videos of the C8 mid-engine Corvette, as well as some information that's recently been shared that could give us some more insight into what's going on with the C7 ZR1 Corvette. We're going to go ahead and start out with the C8 Corvette. This has been all over the internet here recently. Some images surfaced that were taken out in Michigan. There was multiple C8 mid-engine Corvettes out for testing. They were just driving around together casually, which tells me that development is going really well with this car. There was a few other cars in the lineup that were interesting though. There's a C7 Corvette that was out driving with them, as well as a Porsche 911 Turbo S. Now I'm going to go over that more later on in the video, but I want to point out two things to you guys that I think we should take from these images. Number one is that this car, as I mentioned, is actually, the development seems to be moving very quickly. The original leaked images of the so-called mid-engine Corvette were very hard to tell if it was even going to be a Corvette. It looked very blocky. There was some people suggesting that it may have been a Cadillac. In my opinion, these images are very, very revealing that this is 100% a Corvette. The front end to me looks almost like there's some design language from the C6 in there. You can tell the roof lines look very similar to a C7 Corvette. Obviously the proportions are a little bit different, being that it's a mid-engine design, and you can see that it's got some really interesting wheels on there we've never seen. I don't know if those would be production or not, but they look really cool. But I think that as time goes on, these leaks are more and more revealing that this is definitely going to be a Corvette. You can see that design language in there, and you can definitely tell that this is 100% following up on where the C7 left off, just going to offer that mid-engine performance that people have been asking for. So I think that's really cool. Very excited to see where it goes from here and how quickly we're going to see this car actually be released and find more information out about it. The next thing I want to point out from these leaked images and videos is the car that's been tagging along in all the images and videos. Obviously I mentioned there was a C7 Corvette out there and the Porsche 911 Turbo S. Now the reason I know the 911 Turbo S was actually along with the group of the C8 test Corvette prototypes is, as Road and Track points out, that has a manufacturer plate on it, so that would suggest that it's owned by a car manufacturer. If it's tagging along directly with these prototype Corvettes, there's a high probability that it's owned by GM. And why else would GM buy such an expensive Porsche other than to benchmark it, the new Corvette along with this car? Now the reason that that's significant for us and why we should be excited about that is the 911 Turbo S is not just your everyday run-of-the-mill Porsche. This is a Porsche that starts at $190,000, so it's a very expensive Porsche and a very high performance one at that. It has a top speed of over 200 miles an hour and has a 0 to 60 time of 2.8 seconds. So I mean, this is a really, really powerful car, and again, very expensive. Starting at $190,000, when this is a well-equipped car, you're looking at well over $200,000. So to compare this or benchmark the new Corvette directly on this, I think that that's definitely going in the right direction, and I'd love to see a Corvette that can compete with this or beat it, as well as other supercars and sports cars for, I would say, considerably less. I know we've all heard the rumors that this car is probably going to start in the six-figure range. There was some random rumors saying it could start as low as $65,000, but I find that less likely. Hopefully it'll still be affordable, but I think it's definitely cool that they're comparing it with some of the best cars in the world, and I know that we have a lot to look forward to on the C8 Corvette. Next thing I want to talk about is more in regard to the C7 ZR1 and some production changes that are going on with the 2018 model year that could be giving us some kind of insight into what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. So GM actually announced that they're going to be ending the production of the 2018 model year of the Corvette a little earlier than usual. They're going to stop production in January of 2018, which is sort of ironic, but they will start production of the 2019 model year that same month. So January of 2018 will actually begin production of the 2019 model year Corvettes, which I find very interesting. The last day that you can order a 2018 C7 Corvette will be November 16th of 2017. A few days later, November 20th of 2017, the order guide will be released for the 2019 model year. Now I think we all know or are guessing that the C7 ZR1 is going to be a 2019 model year, so I'm really curious to see if in a month we're going to see the C7 ZR1 released when the order guide is released. I don't know, it's tough to say. I sure hope they do, because the car looks like it's pretty much 100% finished at this point, and I know everyone's dying to see what it's going to have to offer. But it's worth noting that the order guide will be released in November, and production for the 2019 model years will begin in January of 2018. Not sure exactly when they'll go on sale, but hopefully we are all very close to seeing the release of the 2019 C7 ZR1. But anyway guys, definitely let me know in the comments if you have any other information to share about this or any other feedback on the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. I just wanted to share this. I thought it was some very interesting information. I normally steer clear of the leaks, but I thought this was worth sharing. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great day.